Hello everyone. It's such a pleasure to join you once again in this conversation, especially with those of you who have reached the golden years of life. Often, we hear advice about how we should be diligent, exercise more, take on new hobbies, and stay productive. While there's value in staying active, today I'd like to offer a different perspective. For those of us growing older, finding peace and happiness often means knowing when to step back, when to let go, and yes, when to embrace a little laziness. So today, I want to share 5 things we should allow ourselves to be lazy about as we age. These aren't just practical tips, they're gentle reminders that life can be lighter, simpler, and more fulfilling when we let go of unnecessary effort and focus on what truly matters. The first area where we can ease up: sitting too much. Let's dive in. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Be lazy about sitting too long. The human body is not designed to be still for extended periods, especially as we age. Yet, in our later years, the temptation to stay seated, whether in front of a television, with a book in hand, or simply in a favorite chair gazing out the window, can feel almost irresistible. Comfort is valuable, yes, but too much sitting steals away vitality. To find joy and well-being in your golden years, you must embrace the art of gentle, intentional movement and learn to rise from your seat before stillness becomes stagnation. Think of the moments when you've been seated for too long. Maybe you felt a heaviness in your legs, a stiffness in your back, or a faint dizziness when standing. Suddenly, these aren't just passing discomforts, they're your body's whispers urging you to move. When you ignore them, blood circulation slows, muscles weaken, and joints grow less flexible. Over time, these small signals can compound, leading to chronic discomfort and even diminished independence. Instead of letting your chair become your world, reimagine it as a brief resting place, a temporary station between moments of gentle activity. Movement doesn't have to be strenuous or rigidly planned. It can be simple, spontaneous, and even joyful. For instance, a short walk around the block with the crisp morning air on your face can awaken both your senses and your spirit. If the outdoors feels too far away, even a few steps around your home, maybe to adjust a picture frame, tidy a shelf, or water a plant, can remind your body of its inherent vitality. Imagine the beauty in small acts of movement. Picture yourself stepping out into your garden to breathe in the scent of blooming flowers or sweeping your porch as the sun sets, painting the sky with warm hues. These aren't just tasks, they're rituals that tether you to the world and anchor you to the life pulsing all around you. Movement in these forms isn't exercise, it's connection, and connection matters. The physical benefits of staying active are clear: better circulation, stronger muscles, and improved balance. But there's more to it than that. Movement has a way of lifting your mood, chasing away the clouds of loneliness or inertia. When you step outside, perhaps to greet a neighbor or simply to feel the sun on your face, you're engaging with life. You're reminding yourself and the world that you're here, present, and thriving. In contrast, prolonged sitting can isolate you both physically and emotionally. Hours spent in the same spot can create an invisible barrier between you and the dynamic, ever-changing world. Over time, it can foster a sense of withdrawal, as though life is something happening elsewhere, beyond your reach. But it doesn't have to be this way. A simple decision to stand up, to stretch, or to take a step forward can dissolve that barrier in an instant. It's important to remember that movement is a gift, not a chore. Each time you rise from your seat, you're honoring the body that has carried you through decades of experiences. Even if age has brought its share of aches and limitations, every step you take is a testament to resilience and strength. It's a quiet celebration of life, one that requires no audience and no applause, only your own commitment to keep going. So, as tempting as it might be to stay seated, let laziness win just enough to keep you from sitting too long. Let your chair be a resting place, not a retreat. Rise often, even when it feels easier to stay put. Walk, even when the path seems short. Move, even when the pace feels slow, because every step is a step toward life, and in the end, that's what truly matters. 2. Be lazy about overeating. Food is more than fuel, it's comfort, connection, and memory. For many, it's the centerpiece of cherished gatherings and the quiet moments of indulgence that bring joy to an ordinary day. But as we age, the way we approach eating should shift, not to deprive ourselves, but to find balance, mindfulness, and simplicity. Overeating may feel harmless in the moment, but it can weigh heavily on your health and spirit in ways that ripple through every part of your life. When it comes to food, learning to be lazy about excess can be one of the greatest gifts you give yourself. The truth is that your body no longer needs as many calories as it did decades ago. Metabolism slows with age, and the energy demands of our daily routines often decrease, yet the habits and emotional attachments to food can remain unchanged. That extra slice of pie, the heaping second helping of mashed potatoes, or the endless supply of snacks while watching TV can quietly accumulate, leading to discomfort, weight gain, or complications like high blood sugar and cholesterol. These aren't just numbers on a health chart, they're obstacles to feeling light, energized, and ready to embrace life. But let's be clear, being mindful about food isn't about deprivation. It's about choosing quality over quantity. Think of each meal as an opportunity to nourish yourself, not just physically, but emotionally. A simple, well-balanced plate can be just as satisfying as a feast. Imagine a bowl of hearty vegetable soup paired with a slice of whole-grain bread or a colorful salad sprinkled with nuts and topped with a drizzle of olive oil. These aren't just meals, they're acts of self-care, reminders that you deserve to feel good inside and out. Eating less doesn't mean enjoying less. On the contrary, savoring smaller portions allows you to truly experience the flavors and textures of your food. Take that first bite slowly, noticing the crunch, the warmth, or the sweetness. Pause between bites, letting the satisfaction build naturally. Over time, you'll find that it's not the quantity that fulfills you, but the quality of the experience. And let's not forget the social aspect of eating. Food has a way of bringing people together, of turning ordinary moments into shared memories. But even in these moments, balance is your ally. At a family gathering or a dinner with friends, enjoy the laughter and connection without feeling the need to overindulge. A slice of cake shared with a grandchild or a glass of wine sipped during a toast can be more meaningful than a plate piled high. It's not about how much you eat, but how present you are in the experience. Then there's the matter of snacks and treats, the little indulgences that often sneak in throughout the day. It's easy to reach for chips, cookies, or candy when you're bored or looking for a quick pick-me-up. But over time, these small choices can add up, both in calories and in their impact on your health. Instead, consider swapping processed snacks for whole, natural options. A handful of almonds, a slice of cheese, or a piece of fruit can satisfy cravings without leaving you feeling sluggish or regretful. Hydration, too, plays a vital role in how we feel. Often, what we perceive as hunger is actually thirst. A glass of water or a soothing cup of tea can refresh you and reduce the impulse to snack unnecessarily. Staying hydrated helps your body function optimally, keeping your skin radiant, your digestion smooth, and your mind clear. Being lazy about overeating isn't just a strategy for physical health, it's a mindset shift. It's about treating your body with respect and gratitude for all it has carried you through. It's about finding joy in moderation and discovering that enough is indeed enough. So, take a deep breath before your next meal. Ask yourself, what does my body truly need right now? Approach your plate with intention, not impulse, and when you've had enough, give yourself permission to stop. Because the goal isn't just to eat to live or live to eat, it's to live well, and that starts with what you choose to nourish yourself with every day. 3. Be lazy about staying up late. There's a quiet wisdom in the rhythm of the rising sun and the setting moon, a reminder that life itself moves in cycles of activity and rest. As we age, honoring this rhythm becomes not just beneficial, but essential. Staying up late, burning the midnight oil, or falling into the trap of late-night distraction may have been manageable in youth, but in your later years, it can quietly rob you of the vitality and clarity that make each day meaningful. Learning to embrace early rest is not just about sleeping more, it's about creating space for rejuvenation, peace, and balance. Think back to the nights when you stayed up too late. Perhaps it was to finish a TV program, scroll through your phone, or read just one more chapter. The initial comfort of those moments often fades when the next morning greets you with fatigue, sluggishness, or an unwelcome sense of irritability. Poor sleep patterns don't just affect your energy levels, they touch every part of your life. They can cloud your mind, weaken your immune system, and even impact your emotional well-being. Yet cultivating good sleep habits doesn't mean you have to sacrifice joy or spontaneity. Instead, it's about finding a rhythm that works for you, one that prioritizes rest as a cornerstone of your health and happiness. Begin by redefining your evenings. Picture them not as hours to fill with endless tasks or entertainment, but as sanctuary, a time to unwind and prepare for a restorative night's sleep. Imagine this: the sun dips below the horizon, and instead of flipping on every light and jumping into late-night distractions, you let the evening settle in slowly. Maybe you pour yourself a cup of chamomile tea or light a candle to create a peaceful atmosphere. A gentle piece of music, or the soothing murmur of an audiobook can replace the harsh glare of screens, inviting your mind to relax. Creating a bedtime routine is more than just a practical tool, it's a ritual of self-care. By heading to bed at a consistent time, perhaps around 9:30 or 10 p.m., you're sending your body and mind a signal: it's time to rest. This rhythm aligns with your natural circadian cycle, helping your body prepare for deep, quality sleep. Over time, you'll find that waking up early becomes not a chore, but a joy, a chance to greet the new day with clarity and purpose. The benefits of early sleep are far-reaching. A well-rested body feels lighter and more capable. A refreshed mind is sharper and more focused. And perhaps most importantly, a heart at peace is better equipped to handle the challenges and celebrate the joys of the day ahead. Rest isn't just a passive state, it's a foundation for living fully. One of those late-night temptations is often fleeting, offering only short-lived gratification. The allure of a midnight snack, one more episode, or a late-night social media scroll pales in comparison to the steady nurturing rhythm of good sleep. Let those moments go, knowing that the morning holds far more promise than any distraction of the night. Of course, there may be exceptions, nights when celebrations run long or circumstances require a later bedtime. But even in these moments, it's important to listen to your body. Recognize when you're pushing past your natural limits, and honor the call to rest. When it comes to self-awareness, that's the key to balance. Staying up late is often framed as a symbol of freedom or productivity, but true freedom lies in choosing what nurtures you most. By embracing the early hours of the evening as a time for rest, you're giving yourself the gift of energy, focus, and joy for the hours that matter most. It's not about what you lose by going to bed early, it's about what you gain, a healthier, more vibrant life. So tonight, as the day winds down, resist the urge to extend it unnecessarily. Turn off the lights, set aside your worries, and sink into the quiet comfort of your bed. Sleep isn't just a pause, it's a powerful act of renewal, one that will leave you better prepared to embrace the beauty and challenges of tomorrow. Rest well, and rise even better. 4. Be lazy about drinking. In the glow of a festive gathering or the comfort of a familiar social circle, it's easy to lose track of boundaries. An extra glass of wine here, another plate of food there, and hours slipping away in animated conversation. While these moments of connection are precious, as we age, it becomes essential to find balance. Overindulgence, whether in alcohol, rich food, or prolonged socializing, can quickly shift from being enjoyable to draining. Embracing a little laziness in these settings isn't about holding back, it's about preserving your well-being so you can truly savor life's joys. Picture this: a family reunion, a holiday feast, or a simple dinner with friends. There's laughter in the air, plates piled high with delicious food, and glasses clinking in toasts to good health and happiness. The joy of these occasions is undeniable, but they often come with subtle traps. A rich meal followed by another helping or an innocent drink that turns into a second, then a third, can leave you feeling heavy, sluggish, or even unwell the next day. The fleeting pleasure of excess pales in comparison to the lasting discomfort it may bring. Choosing moderation doesn't mean missing out, it means enjoying with intention. When it comes to alcohol, for instance, A single glass of wine or a light cocktail can enhance the moment without overwhelming your system. Sip slowly, savor the flavors, and let the act of drinking be as much about the experience as the drink itself. There's no rush, no need to keep up with others. Remember that your body processes alcohol differently now than it did in your younger years. A little goes a long way in lifting your spirits without weighing them down. Food, too, is best enjoyed mindfully. Instead of piling your plate high with everything at once, take smaller portions and return for seconds only if you're still genuinely hungry. Focus on the dishes that bring you the most pleasure, or the ones made with love by a family member or friend. Savor each bite as a way of honoring the care and effort that went into preparing it. By slowing down, you not only enjoy the flavors more but also give your body time to signal when it's had enough. Beyond food and drink, there's another kind of overindulgence to be mindful of: time. Social events are meant to rejuvenate, but staying too long can sometimes have the opposite effect, leaving you feeling drained rather than uplifted. Pay attention to your energy levels. If you find yourself yawning, feeling restless, or struggling to keep up with the conversation, it's okay to excuse yourself. A graceful departure doesn't diminish the meaning of your presence. It preserves your well-being for future gatherings. And let's not forget hydration, a simple yet often overlooked cornerstone of health. While others may reach for another round of drinks, you can balance indulgence with a glass of water. Staying hydrated helps counteract the effects of alcohol, aids digestion, and keeps your mind clear. A glass of sparkling water with a slice of lemon can feel just as celebratory as a cocktail, without any of the downsides. Being lazy about overindulgence isn't about saying no to joy. It's about saying yes to balance. It's about recognizing that less can often be more, that a single toast, a modest serving, or a heartfelt conversation can bring as much happiness as hours of excess. It's about leaving the table or the party feeling content and ready to take on the next day. When you practice this kind of intentional living, you're not just protecting your physical health, you're nurturing your emotional and social well-being. Moderation creates space for gratitude and presence. It allows you to focus on the quality of your connections rather than the quantity of your consumption. It helps you stay in tune with your body's needs and your heart's desires, ensuring that every moment feels meaningful. So, the next time you find yourself at a celebration or gathering, pause for a moment, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, what will make this experience truly special? Choose wisely, savor intentionally, and let yourself enjoy without overdoing it. In doing so, you're not just being lazy about overindulgence, you're being kind to yourself, honoring the balance that allows you to thrive. 5. Be lazy about too much screen time. In the digital age, screens are everywhere. Televisions, smartphones, tablets, and computers are seamlessly woven into our daily lives. They offer convenience, entertainment, and connection, but they can also quietly consume hours, leaving you feeling detached from the world around you. As you age, it becomes increasingly important to reassess your relationship with these devices. Being lazy about screen time isn't about cutting yourself off, it's about reclaiming your time for richer, more meaningful experiences. Think about the moments when you've spent too long in front of a screen. Perhaps it started innocently, watching a favorite show, scrolling through photos, or checking emails, but then stretched into hours of mindless clicking or binge watching. These activities may feel relaxing at first, but they often leave you feeling drained, unfocused, or even lonely. The allure of screens is powerful, but it can't replace the vitality of real-world interactions or the simple joys of nature and creativity. Imagine stepping away from the glowing rectangle of a screen and rediscovering the tactile pleasures of life. Instead of scrolling endlessly through social media, you might sit by a window and feel the sunlight on your face. Instead of losing hours to a TV marathon, you could leaf through an old photo album, letting the memories wash over you like a warm breeze. These moments ground you in the present, offering a connection that no device can replicate. Reducing screen time doesn't mean giving up on technology entirely. These tools can be wonderful when used intentionally. A video call with a distant grandchild, for instance, can brighten your day and keep bonds strong, while watching an educational documentary or attending an online class can stimulate your mind and satisfy your curiosity. The key is to choose your screen time purposefully, ensuring it enriches your life rather than consuming it. To create a healthier balance, start by setting gentle limits on your screen use. For example, designate certain hours of the day as screen-free time. Use these moments to engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment: gardening, crafting, cooking, or even taking a quiet walk around your neighborhood. Rediscover the simple pleasures that screens often overshadow. Consider how screen time can be replaced with movement and exploration. Instead of sitting through another episode of a series, take a stroll outside. Let the sounds of birdsong or the rustle of leaves replace the background noise of a TV. Even moving to a different room to read a book or work on a puzzle can create a refreshing change of pace. Engaging with others face to face, or even through a handwritten letter, can also provide a deeper sense of connection. Sharing a meal, having a cup of tea with a friend, or participating in a local community activity strengthens relationships in ways screens cannot. These interactions remind you of the vibrant network of people and places that make life meaningful. And don't forget the power of creativity. Paint a picture, knit a scarf, or try your hand at writing poetry. These activities not only keep your mind sharp, but also leave you with a tangible reminder of your efforts, something screens rarely offer. Creativity is a bridge between the past and present, allowing you to express your unique voice and passions. Ultimately, being lazy about screen time is about making room for the things that truly matter. It's about breaking free from the passive pull of devices and stepping into a life filled with intentional action and connection. It's about reclaiming your time for the things that bring joy, whether that's nurturing your garden, calling a friend, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts. So, the next time a screen beckons, pause and consider, is this what you truly want to be doing? If the answer is yes, enjoy it without guilt. But if there's a tug to look away, honor that feeling. There's a whole world waiting beyond the glow of your devices, a world of light, air, laughter, and love. Step into it, and let it fill your days with a kind of richness no screen can replicate. Embracing the beauty of simplicity in your golden years. As we journey through the later stages of life, it's important to remember that simplicity and intentionality are not signs of giving up, they are signs of wisdom. In a world that often praises busyness and productivity, choosing to focus on what truly matters is a quiet rebellion, a declaration that your time is precious and deserves to be spent with care. Embracing laziness in the ways we've discussed isn't about doing less, it's about doing what serves you best. It's about preserving your energy for the things that bring you joy, peace, and connection, whether that's a walk in the morning light, a heartfelt conversation with a loved one, or simply sitting in quiet gratitude for the life you've built. Growing older is not a retreat from life, it's a deepening of it. It's a time to celebrate the moments you've already lived while savoring the ones still to come. By letting go of unnecessary burdens and focusing on balance, you open the door to a richer, fuller experience of each day. So be kind to yourself. Let go of the pressure to do it all, and instead choose what truly nourishes your body, mind, and spirit. Life is not about how much you do, but about how deeply you live. And as you let go of the unnecessary, you create space for what truly matters: peace, joy, and the love of those who matter most. Here's to living each day with intention and grace. May your golden years shine as brightly as the wisdom you've gathered along the way. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.